Hello trail travelers, it is Carrie and Katarina, and we are in Moab, and as you can see, we are going to do Metal Masher today. Today is going to be a challenge. We have Philip and Dana's 392, the front locker is not working. We have Nick and Rochelle's Jeep JL Sport, which has no lockers. So if we can make it through this today, it'll be quite the adventure. So stick with us, let's see how this turns out today. Going to be a fairly difficult trail. Doesn't start off that way. Starts off as this nice, smooth, dirt road. But you got some nice views, and if you came in on Gemini Bridges, that's a pretty nice little road to get started things on. But it's gonna get pretty crazy from what I've read. I haven't watched any videos on it, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect. But according to Trails Off-Road, we're in for a good day today. Well, we are out here in Moab at the beginning of June. We're doing the trifecta, we're doing Metal Masher today, and we're going to go back to White Rim Trail. We found ourselves an amazing dispersed campsite off of 313, which is super convenient because it's right down the road from the exit of Gemini Bridges, which is where the trifecta exits. It's where Metal Masher exits, and right off 313 is how we go to get into Canyonlands National Park. So we are off to a great start for the weekend and having a blast here on Metal Masher. So let's talk about Metal Masher for a moment. This trail is going to be about 12 miles long and it's going to take about 4 hours to get through. Now it is a point-to-point or straight-through trail. Now, Trails Off-Road rates this as a 6.9. Well, there's only one spot that's a 9, and we're going to get to it later on today. I cannot wait to see what that obstacle is all about and see if I can do it. In the meantime, we're just going to hit these obstacles, which are coming at us one right after another. Metal Masher is off to a great start. Now this is the first major outing for Phil and Dana's 392. They just had some 1-tons installed, and we're kind of seeing how things are working. But yesterday on Poison Spider, he broke the front locker line, so he's got no front lockers today. Okay, now turn driver a little bit. Stay driver. Bring it up. Go. Okay, now passenger and drive out. Today, Rochelle wanted to get behind the wheel of the Jeep again and try her skills at some of these amazing obstacles, and she is doing a fantastic
Hard passenger,
job.
full passenger.
Now, Katarina's not going to let Rochelle and Dana have all the fun today. She's behind the wheel of Optimus.
Good old slick rock, tons of traction. Pick good lines and have good throttle control. Passenger.
Passenger. No, you're good. Keep going.
Roll it, roll, go, go, go girl, go. There you go.
Right there?
Okay, yep, driver's gonna climb first. And go. Go, go, go. Okay, your passenger's gonna start climbing. And go, go. Give it gusto. Give it gusto. There you go, girl. We're about 3.5 miles in. Really neat rock formations over here. Love that. Trail's been fun so far. Views do not suck at all. It's making for a nice day so far. I do know this is rated a 6.9 according to Trails Off-Road, so we are bound to hit some more serious stuff at some point. There's an obstacle named the Widowmaker, so one can only imagine that that's probably not an easy one. But we're only like 8.5 waypoints in. We got quite a ways to go. Okay, you're coming down.
You're gonna come down steep on that side, on your driver.
You're touching. You're touching.
I want to check my inlay here.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, you're gonna drop passenger. You're on the ground.
Back. Drive that way just a little bit. Just bring one wheel down at a time.
Okay, you're on the ground in the back. And you're out.
Like a boss.
You know it.
And drive that way just a little bit.
At just over 4 miles, you're going to come up to a scenic overlook. This is going to be a great place to stop and stretch your legs. One thing you can say about Metal Masher is it is relentless. It is one obstacle after another. Here's Dana doing Tailpipe Hill, which is right as soon as you leave the overlook. And from that point, we're just one obstacle after another right in a row. Non-stop fun on Metal Masher.
How much room do I have on the side over there?
A couple feet.
This obstacle is called Mirror Gulch. Trails Off-Road says this is the most challenging obstacle on the trail, and it's certainly proving to be. There are also no bypasses here. You have to do this obstacle. Now what Phil's going through right here is you can't see anything. It is like a blind climb until you get up and you can see where you're going.
Don't spin the tires.
Now
Just
Nick's
help.
turn at it.
Okay.
And if you remember, this is a Jeep JL Sport. He has no lockers. There was no hope of him climbing that wall. So I turned around, we hooked up the winch, did a quick little pull to get him up and over the obstacle.
Okay, let's ease up to the rock. Okay, here we go. Let the winch do the work. Just enough gas so it doesn't roll backwards. It's looking good.
Under zone power.
Okay, I'm in park. How's my bumper?
This obstacle is called Misty's Thumb, and it is a bugger for sure. I thought I shouldn't have any problem just climbing this thing. My tires are aired down, I got both lockers turned on. I'm just gonna climb this. Well, Misty had other plans for me, and I just couldn't do it. But the more traditional way is to go up a different route, make some S-turns, and work your way up the hill. But if you want to give it a try, it's certainly worthwhile. While this may be the so-called easier line, it's not easy by any means. It's super, super tippy, and you still have some pretty big ledges to climb up. So don't think that just because you couldn't make it up that really steep section, that it's not going to be a challenge. At the 5-mile mark, you get to another overlook called Arth's Rim. This is a beautiful spot to stop. You are 1,300 feet above Highway 191, and you can look down and see Gemini Bridges. Another great time to stretch your legs, take a little breather from all the obstacles on Metal Masher. And just like every other place there is to take a quick break, you get right back on more and more obstacles. Look at the size of these things. I mean, they're almost as tall as my 38-inch tires. There are definitely some challenging obstacles here on the trail. All things considered. Now, according to Trails Off-Road, we're at Widowmaker, and it says it's an 18-foot wall. Pretty difficult to do in most vehicles, and there's no bypasses from here. If you don't want to do this, the bypass is a mile behind us. So if we decide not to, it's a lot of backtracking. But we're all taking a look at this, and sure, it looks a little sketchy. It's going to be a little rough, it's going to be off camber, it's on the side of a shelf road, but we don't see any real issues here. Now where this wood is, this looks totally sketched out, but I think we can avoid going too far over to that side and stay on these rocks and be able to climb them without much difficulty. Now if we do get into trouble, there really isn't anything to winch off of that's anywhere close. But I think we need to just kind of continue walking around, figure out where the trail goes, and see, if this is as doable as it looks like. Because right now, we just don't see any reason not to do this.
Yeah.
But
That
is not it.
That's not the issue.
We got to try and figure out where the trail goes. There just aren't any tire tracks around here to tell us where we're supposed to go. But there's a sign over here. I think that's where the next section of the trail is going to take us. Let's go take a look, see what's over there. Okay, this sign does say Widowmaker here, so getting up the hill there was not the issue.
Yeah, my tires aren't getting, my front isn't gonna climb up that.
Oh shit.
Okay, we are here at Widowmaker. This is one serious obstacle, and you know what? I think we're going to take a pass on this one. It's just a little too much. It's very, very steep. It's very high. It's 17 feet high, 18 feet, 17 to 18 feet. I don't know. It's high. And there is a winch point up there, but I just, it's one of those things. We have to drive home. We're not trailering. So I'm not going to take the risk of doing damage this time. So we're going to give it a pass, head back, and continue on Metal Masher.
Okay, when I got to
There is nothing crazy, but just rocky.
Well, that was Metal Masher. That was so much fun. So many amazing obstacles. Had our share of problems. We got one locker out. We got Nick with no lockers, but we made it through it with only one winching job. So I'm very happy, very proud of everybody on the team. We did a great job. This was an awesome day. We highly, highly recommend Metal Masher. Tremendous trail. Well, now we're heading out Gemini Bridges. We're going to go to town. I think we're going to get some ice cream. So thanks for watching, everybody. From Katarina and myself, stay safe out there. We'll see you on the trails.